Hey everybody, Canadagraphs here, and this will be a set video for Superman and Lois. It will be for episode 104, directed by James Bamford. There's some video and then some still photos after. So, this first scene was shot in an alley, and you can see the back of Tyler there preparing for the scene, and that's James Bamford on the microphone speaking to him and the rest of the crew. He's just explaining what he wants in the scene, where to be in the scene, and here we see Tyler shooting part of that scene. It wasn't a lot to the scene. He simply walks down the alley towards a spot, and then he will eventually look down at that spot. I don't know if there's supposed to be someone or something there, but we never see that in the scene. Here you just see him getting prepped for the next scene, and there he is getting ready to shoot it again. They did quite a few takes. They spent I don't know, several hours doing this part of the scene, so I don't know why they needed so much time, because it was a very short scene. It's honestly only about, I don't know, maybe 10-15 seconds long. I'm not sure why so much time was needed on this part of the scene, but they did spend quite a few hours in this location. It's an alley that's been used for a lot of things. Batwoman was there last year. A few other shows. iZombie used to use it a lot. It's a very common alley, used by a lot of shows. I'm sure probably The Flash and Arrow and shows like that have probably been there at some point, because it's a very common place to film. Where I'm standing is about a block away from there. I was actually standing across the street from the location that most of you would know from the scene where Iris gets killed by Savitar. It's also the same staircase I used in Crisis for Barry and Sarah's talk in the finale. But on this day they were filming on the other side of the park, across the street in that alley. I was just standing in that area because it was the only clear line. It's a very weird little setup they had. Like, the area where they were directly filming, they didn't want anyone standing there, fair enough, but way back a block away, there's a weird angle to the alley, so you have to be really far away or very close. So that's how it was for me. Later in the afternoon, I actually went to the other end of the alley, like in the opposite direction. You can see the stairs behind up there from the staircase for that Savitar scene. But I went to the other end of the alley to try and get some photos and video of him with his mask off, because everything I got from the other side, he was always wearing it, and I was always just getting the back of him. Here he is from the nighttime shoot. This is in Victory Square. I can't remember the term for it. Is it cenotaph? I think that's what you call that thing, the big structure there with the stairs. They are filming the scene in this unknown actor. I still don't know who it is. He's doing the scene where he just shoots Superman with this gun he's carrying around, and it seems to be having an effect on Superman. Like, every time he gets up, this guy shoots him, and he gets knocked back because of it. So I have to assume there's some kryptonite thing to the use of this gun, like whether it's a kryptonite bullet like in Batwoman, or whether it shoots something kryptonite infused. I don't know, but they did shoot this scene, and it's weird in this scene. Do you see those two people just standing there? They're extras in the scene, and their entire purpose is to just stand there. And the guy that's in front in the darker jacket, he pulls out his phone and starts videotaping in the scene, and I'm like, that is such a real world thing. Like, if this happened in the real world, there'd be some guy standing there with his phone recording it. And I so rarely see productions address how people in the real world would really react. They always have them like running away, scattering. See, like here, they eventually do move out of the way, but only after the guy was standing there for like 45 seconds recording it. And I kind of thought that was a little funny. Like I said, so rarely do I see shows address how the real world would act if something like this happened. And this time they had someone there acting how I think most people would react. So in the scene, he finally gets up and he does his thunderclap thing that you've probably seen a few times, maybe on Supergirl and that. And that's how the scene ends. So here's some still photos from that day. So here we have James Bamford, the director of the episode, and he'll be in a couple more down. Here's a photo of Tyler walking up, and you can see a better daytime photo of the suit than we've had before. And this next photo is the one, everybody's seen this somewhere probably. It was a photo I took that everybody and their dog reposted. So one of my better photos I've ever taken. That's Tyler giving me the peace sign. There he is still walking along. And like I said, these are, I think, the best daytime shots we've had of the suit, because the only other daytime shoot they had, it was in a really condensed alley. There was a whole bunch of debris and dust and dirt in the air from an explosion they do in the scene. So we never really got a crisp, clean daytime look at the suit. And here's the back of the cape, and you can see someone, I don't know what his role is in the production, but he's kind of explaining to Tyler something. There's Tyler, the back of the suit again. The cape, you know, you can see how clean and lighter it looks than the old one. There's, you know, he's in between scenes, he's always wearing his mask. Like, that's a requirement on sets. There's James Bamford again, talking with Tyler. And here it kind of looks like he's challenging him to a fight, like in a wrestling match. There he is just before he's about to shoot again, wearing his mask. Like I said, most of the shots I got of him that day, he was wearing his mask. This is when I went to the other end of that alley, like you saw in that video clip earlier, and I tried getting some of him, but the lighting in that, I don't know. I've never experienced a weird lighting situation like this, but for the life of me, I could not get my camera to get a crisp shot of him from that end of the alley. A little annoying, but here he was later. Finally got a faceless shot, and then here he was over on the second location, and you can see that mystery guy holding a gun in his hand, and that was what he shoots Superman with in the scene. I still don't know who this guy is, but hopefully we'll figure it out before the episode airs, and I can ID him properly then. There's Tyler getting ready for the scene, just doing some stretches. He's not practicing his up in a way there, he's just doing some stretches. Here he is getting makeup adjusted, and the mystery guy is getting his costume adjusted. So there's Superman getting ready for the scene again. He's you know, from my angle, the scene starts with that guy on the stairs there. Sorry, I got behind there. This is a wide angle shot I took of the whole area, just because I think it's just an impressive area for shooting. And I thought it was a nice photo. So here's the back of the cape at night, and here's a couple. You can see him holding his phone in his hand, recording what's going on. And like I said, I still find that kind of funny. So here's the part where he gets knocked down and he stumbles back onto the stairs at that monument, and that's where he does his thunderclap thing. And that is that's him after the scene, getting up from it. And yeah, here he is. Oh, actually, this is the that mystery guy again walking around. And then you know, here's Tyler at the end of near the end of the shoot, just looking around. And that's it for this shoot. And here's that photo I took again. Yeah, everybody and their dog posted it somewhere. So that is it for this set. Hopefully I'll have more Superman and Lois sets in the future. You can check my channel for other videos from earlier this season. Bye.